So welcome back to another video, Sound Idiot. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Sound a bit country when I say that. We are going to find a Monokuma Rock. Here it is. It's Mount Rushmore, but it's Monokuma's instead.
Huh? Are you kidding me?
What the heck is this mountain? When did this get there?
No way.
That story might not be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in there. You mean what Bayaka said before, right? Bayaka, we still needed his knowledge. I can't believe he's dead. Bayaka. What happened to Gundam and Kuko?
I got it!
I know, they probably ran away.
No way!
Hell nah. There's no way I let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let it go.
Hey! Come on now! Hey! Huh?
What about that anyway? How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
Wait!
Come on. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I'm right here.
Now then, let us
Remember this
begin.
well, our main character arrives when he intends to.
Hey.
It seems you noticed it too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now. Wait!
Please wait a second.
This?
My enemy. Just what are you here for? Nobody asked for you.
What? You masochistic mascot! Special breeding service! See ya later! Huh?
You told us how to come, but how do we get there?
What's going on?
You mentioned something about a secret entrance. This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down.
What? Hey!
Why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
Wait, no way!
Stupid!
Playing won't get us anywhere. If you're really man, then man up for God's sake. Stop being sexist! We've come this. Why is Danganronpa so sexist to men? I've not heard it sexist to woman. One time. Only royalty. Guys, that's all you guys. This is a video game. It have to be a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. No.
Huh?
This is an elevator? I see. The entire rock is an elevator.
However...
No, we're going pretty deep. Right. This unpleasant orders as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth.
him!
This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fate.
Why, you?
What the hell is he thinking, locking us in a looking place like
Don't
this?
fuck with me!
Are you crazy? Don't mess with me. Oh. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair. So there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
This sounds like the delinquent from Yandere Sim. I'm sorry, it does.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
You're not reading the rules. Okay, so I start with,
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously, by hiding them, they tried to delay its like a dog burying a bone!
no.
Why was Byakuya in a place like...
His body was under at the very back of the dining.
After the killer murdered, they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong!
Oh, that moves fast.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular.
You got her voice
Your
pretty good,
life is
right?
meaningless.
I got her voice pretty good.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter,
What?
we found his body
You know
under
that-
the table.
That does make sense, but
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was? Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
it's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably... Crap!
Oh, health bar is different. Connect to the Bayaka. If it connects to the Bayaka, to what Bayaka was doing during the party, I'm dying.
Crap!
Get focused.
Crap!
I'm not sure. I thought that was it because he was like guarding it. Actually.
Crap!
No, let's do a dirt bird. Where? What is the problem?
I can prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that the...
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something. Instead of, like,
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem...
Of course.
This is almost like a real trial!
I had nothing to do with what he was doing during the blackout, during the party, but it's also hard to tell. The night vision goggles.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout. That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong! No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus. No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the
Don't
other way
confuse
around.
you me this time! Oh my god, this is amazing!
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Yes! Yes, I'm surprised! Okay. Very confusing. I need to read the controls.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were a plant. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Damn it!
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planted and the killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Crap!
Because if they used night vision goggles,
Okay, I understand
then they
now.
could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Nope.
Allow me to cut through those words!
I understand now. I understand how it works.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit.
That's true.
Now that you mention it, it's one thing to be a little cautious, but before
He probably knew. So,
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it
you think so too?
Yeah, because of yeah.
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
The hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent for him.
So, who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
it doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. A strong sense of responsibility.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried, I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader.
Screw that noise!
Well, obviously, the killer.
Enough already!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Pardon.
What is it, miss?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized if Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
see.
Literally.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office, which means it was you! Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers? I'm not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped.
After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start to appear. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agreed spots. When shooting agreed spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing the other person's testimony, lies, or mistakes, please start that prove the other testimony is correct. Okay, this is way more confusing than the first game. I like it. Make my argument, agree with it. Who's
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't. That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time! Crap! Since Peko was in, she could have caused the.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
Crap! Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
I know I have nothing to do with yesterday.
Since Peko was in, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
Maybe it's Chiako.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
Since Peko was in, she could have caused the blackout at any time! Crap!
I'm so confused.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time! Since Peko was in, she could have caused the black.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
Sorry me being stupid, it's me being very stupid. Oh, I forgot I could check my notebook. I'm stupid. Or my e-handbook.
I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after.
Then the person who was in the back.
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the...
I see. So there's no way I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode?
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
Okay, even I agree with that. I mean, it may be kind of stupid, but I wouldn't want to say that I had to take a massive...
for that long? There's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
Raised in a locker room.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, see?
I said it's fine. But still,
She
you
had
were in
to
the
take a
bathroom for a really long time.
massive-
Did you get food? As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Seriously, stop it.
But
I
still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this child.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong! No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall, because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have. I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for...
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
There's this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pekka's... Yeah. We already know that trashy skank.
Ooh. I don't know yet.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote control.
They probably messed with the breaker. Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna... Did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably messed with the breaker. Who tripped the breaker? If you
I
can't
believe
answer
the
that,
last
did
one.
they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote...
Probably...
It does not have to be. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Crap!
Oh shoot.
This is our end? We will never give up!
I don't agree with there being a stone thrown at it. I don't think it's any that counts though.
Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote...
Probably... It does not have to be. They may have tampered with the...
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that!
Should've waited. Should've waited. Should've waited. Forgot about the irons were plugged in.
It's just as Mahiru said. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the iron's in the storage room. That's inexcusable!
How? What are you talking about? Probably
The irons in the storage room caused the blackout, and for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall were. If the irons, then the killer had to go to the storage room before and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall, then the killer had to go to the storage and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able to. If the irons caused the blackout.
Never.
Allow me to cut through those words. The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
The air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m.
I see. When the timer's activated, I see!
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioners
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia.
Regarding the energy usage, they...
Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay.
Shut up! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time.
No. The breaker in the office was built into a high. Resetting the breaker in that darkness.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so...
It's alright. Because they're just a petty killer, right? There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be in the end, hope always wins. Nagito? Huh? Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us. Oh, is that so? Well, for now, we found out how anybody could have hit, setting up the irons, and what a shame. Any one of us.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress. Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunate despite the fact that we've discussed, but that might be because there's no way any of us could be. You're changing it anyway. Has anyone thought about her instead of surviving by...
Doesn't that mean...
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you. You suspecting each other. Let's stop this already. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Stop it.
Everyone calm down. We're all friends. Then why did Byakuya die? Who cares? There are no clues.
That's wrong, I think.
Did you say something?
We've already found a...
You know who the killer?
The killer? I don't know.
I see.
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain...
Didn't we already cover that?
No, not that. I mean before that.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
spot collection.
Here! Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they
There was a blackout. There's no...
Crap!
That's not what we're talking about.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord. They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who? You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the old.
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right?
I see!
Nagito, weren't if so, you would have had to.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning,
Seriously!
If it was just one coincidence, I wonder, could it be?
Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the draw.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got...
I don't know if you're the killer or not.
If that's the case, that's.
you got us to lower our guard.
Well, just...
Nagito, tell me you objected that we investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who... Nagito.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Let's cut to the chase. I'm the one who hid the knife under the... I'm the one who used the power cord. And of course, after all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out...
is it just me?
But I never expected because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. But with a twist ending like this... Yuck, just stop it already!
Don't tell me. Is this your...
Me? Lie? I understand better than anyone. Too arrogant to have dreams. I've made peace with the fact that I'm low.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood... He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But
Hey, Nagito!
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at. Right?
But why would you send a threatening letter?
I think somewhere deep in my heart. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you...
Are you making...
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions. In doing so, Nagito...
That reminds me.
Oh, I get it. If
The threatening letter. along with all your suggestions.
Yep, that's true. I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty.
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But at the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But I was lucky.
Enough. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya?
Byakuya was a very capable leader. It's only fitting that use symbols of... That was my only motivation.
You're not making any
Fine, let's start the damn...
Please! Please!
Huh?
Is
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but if it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me.
For now,
Simply, however, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then!
Yeah, white noise. Mav, fuck through her.
I think it's strange that...
The killer was so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed. You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
I think it's strange that...
The killer was so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed. You know...
That bastard Nagito, he killed Byakuya with the knife he hid. No, that's wrong.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say.
What the hell are you talking about?
But based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say? As long as we can't prove that...
What are you saying?
Hey, don't blame me. Miko's the one who's...
Hey, Nagito. Are you still...
Hiding?
like, during the blackout?
Who knows?
After all this,
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall...
What happened during the Ugh! If you cross your eyes...
Don't get distracted!
Huh?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take?
Nobody can see in the dark. No matter, don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor?
No, that's not...
Not it.
I don't know, she dropped on some, so maybe someone haven't dropped it. Not weird, I take that for a valuable reason.
Crap!
I can prove it with this! Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For real?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone? Ah!
What the hell? What's going on here?
This. Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you?
Perhaps the...
Hold on a sec.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressed?
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You're short.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth! However, after hearing...
What the hell? This is. Ow!
It almost sounds like... Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya. He shoved just as the blackout occurred. I hurried to duck under, but Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't... What the hell? What the... This is... Ow! After getting shoved out from under the table, I lost sight of the glowing paint. I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on.
Hold! Are you saying you're...
From the very beginning, hiding the knife, setting up the black, but unfortunately, my plan failed. What happened after that? Even I don't know. You failed?
Then we're right back.
How can that be?
But you can't give up. Rising to the challenging...
Well now, now then. And of course,
You're so evil!
Okay, I was just gonna get the chef because I hate him. Oh my god, there's actually 6 in between trials.
I'm Monami. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students?
Actually, gonna end today's video off here. I'll be liking, subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.